Over the next couple videos, I'm gonna teach you guys everything there is to know about the Superduty axles and putting them in your TJ/LJ. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us. So this series, I'm gonna teach you about Superduty axles as much as I know. These are all the rage right now for 1-ton swaps. So the Dana 50, Dana 60, 99 to 04, it's a 69-inch wide axle, wheel mounting surface to wheel mounting surface. It's a high pinion. It's a driver's side drop application, which you need on your TJ/LJ. The 50 is a 30 spline inner and outer axle shaft, which is not terribly ideal. It's got 14 80U joints, and the 50 itself has a 9-inch ring gear, which is massive, bigger than any 44. And the 60, I think, is a 9.75. As you know, or if you don't know from my Junkyard axle video, I'm gonna run the Dana 50, which is unusual. There's a limited aftermarket support for these. I can still get 538s, and I'm gonna try it. I'm just running 40-inch tires, so what's the worst can happen? And we've gone with the Barnes Truss swap kit, and this is gonna run you $335. On the 50/60, you have to cut out about 2 inches of the housing here to get the truss to sit down right, and then of course cut off all your bracketry. This welds on, and at this point we can pretty much bolt it in. Now I'm gonna gear this first, so we're not quite there yet. So hence the series as I'm kind of going along teaching you guys this stuff. We'll look at all the costs, so at the end we can tally it up and you can decide if you want to do this or not.
All right, here's the Mac Daddy. This is a 05 and newer Superduty 60. This thing is better in nearly every way than the 99 to 04. It's got 35 spline axle shafts. It's got 1550 U-joints. The only thing that I'm going to say is a negative, two things actually, is the amount of cutting that you have to do to get a bracket kit on here for TJ/LJ. So just a significant amount of cutting that needs to happen. And if you're on a low amount of lift, you're going to have a few packaging issues here, which is how much wider this is. It's 72 inches, and it just doesn't package under there nicely. And where the coil buckets are on this wider axle, you're going to have your coils are kind of be pointed out on each side. So just something to consider on that.
All right, guys, the other half of the equation here is the Ford 10.5. This is a beast. And 35 spline axle shafts, they're massive. Of course, it's a full float axle, and this will take some abuse. Here again, we've gone with the Barnes Truss. This was $275. They're not quite finished with it yet, and they're actually on vacation. So it's gonna be probably 2 weeks before this is all back. But at that point, once we get the trusses burnt in, then I'm gonna switch gears to, we'll start on the gears. So 538s we're running to run that 40-inch tire, and in the back I'm gonna run an ox locker.
While we're looking at the 10.5, I want to show you guys the new style 10.5. So it's got this flange type situation over here as opposed to a yoke. And again, with the wider 72-inch span, how you can tell the difference is this is about 1.5 inches on this mounting surface on the hub to the axle shaft, versus the old style, you're about 3 inches. So take that 1.5 inch difference on each side, there's your difference. These are still disc brake, and this you can even get a factory electric locker, but the aftermarket support for these is pretty good. So you can go up to, I think, a 538, ox lockers, Detroit lockers, kind of whatever floats your boat. They are very capable.
Here happens to be my temporary set of 40s that are gonna go on those Superduty axles. Biggest tire I've ever owned, I'm so excited. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you tune into this series. If you like TJ/LJ content, please check out my channel. There's all kinds of videos on there for you guys to learn, to maybe laugh at me a little bit. But we appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.